As you can see, we are back. And you may notice there was a little bit of a break in between the last video and this video. I don't know how long it was, probably like 20 minutes or something. I just was cubing on my phone for a little bit because I felt like it. Okay. Also, I've only made one vlog today. I've been pretty productive today overall. I've gotten 4 hours and 30 minutes of homework done. The only breaks I've taken today at all whatsoever, like I have not watched a single YouTube video whatsoever, not a single one. The only breaks I've taken are to eat lunch and to do a small little cubing session there for like 20 minutes. That's really good lack of procrastination. I have not really procrastinated at all today. Well, I'm currently procrastinating because I'm talking about not procrastinating and also cubing, but whatever. No major procrastination. And I literally read the entirety of the material for a test and then took that test and got 100% on it, which is very, very good. Also, I read the entirety of chapter 4 for accounting, which is very good news. That's the first time I even read a full chapter of this textbook, and I'm feeling a little bit more confident about actually reading this textbook now. I feel like maybe I can read all of it now. I don't know. What am I doing? I keep doing an inefficient solution on the Rubik's Cube. And I've been thinking a lot about possibly trying to become a full-time YouTuber. And I will actually probably ask my parents if they are okay with me doing that without working or going to school, but I'm very doubtful that they'll say yes. Well, really only one of them needs to say yes, only my dad and Joyce. They're the only ones, because I highly doubt my mom would agree to that. But if my dad and Joyce agree to that, that'd be so cool. And if they don't agree to it, then I'm going to have to reconsider what I'm going to do. I'm either going to switch to only going to college part-time and trying to do YouTube full-time, or I will continue going to college full-time and completely scrap the idea of YouTube. So, we'll see. Okay, here's the last solve I will do. Okay, I'm very nervous for this quiz. I'm very, very nervous, but I shouldn't be nervous because I read the entire chapter. I read the whole freaking chapter. I should be fine. I would think I'd be fine. Oh, of course there's lag. Anyways, those are my grades at the moment. If I was in high school, I would be very, very disappointed by these grades, but things are not quite the same nowadays. I'm actually pretty happy with these grades at the moment. Anyways, they're all very, very close to being an A. I just have to get them a tiny bit more, tiny bit higher. And getting an A, well, actually, they're close to being an A minus. And all that matters in college is getting an A. That's literally it. Like, the minimum grade for an A in most classes is like 94%. So as long as you get 94%, that's all you need. Like anything above that is completely useless. I'm pretty sure, because the way they calculate the grade for GPA or whatever is that if you get an A, you automatically get full credit. You get full points. So like an A, like a 94% is a 4.0. And I don't think you can even get above 4.0. Like even if you get 100% as opposed to 94%, it makes no difference. At least I think that's how it works. But anyways, oh man, I'm pretty stinking nervous for this quiz. I might fail. I don't know. I read the chapter. That's all I can really do. I'm 8 questions. I wonder if there's math questions. I have my calculator here. I have my calculator. I have scratch paper. I have my textbook. He didn't ever specify whether it was open book, but I'm going to assume it's open book since it's take-home quiz. Well, not take-home quiz, but... Oh, man. I don't want to fail. Please don't fail. Please. Okay, it's only 6 points total. It's not very many. Should be fine. Should be fine. If he had like a study guide or something just to study for these quizzes, then I would be much less nervous. But the only thing I had was a textbook and his lectures and his announcements, basically. Please don't fail. Please don't fail. Please don't fail. Please. Oh, please don't fail. Please. Okay. I gotta turn off the music so I can concentrate. Okay. When a company discontinues and disposes of a component segment of its operations, the gain or loss from disposal should be reported as... I think it's E, but let me double check. It's going to be a discontinued thing from the textbook. Also, I'm assuming it's open book because he didn't say. He didn't say, and it's at home, so... I have a feeling E is their answer. I'm just going to double check. I can literally just look at this example. So it says after continuing operations and before extraordinary items. I think that's correct. It says after continuing operations. Yes. So E's right. Okay. How many questions are there? 8? 1. Okay. If the disposal of a segment meets the criteria of a disposal of a segment, then let's see. A separate income statement category for the gain or loss from disposal. It's a separate category after continuing operations. We have earnings from continuing operations, earnings gain, net earnings from discontinued operations, net earnings. Uh, the results of I think the answer is C, but it's hard to tell. If a firm consolidates subsidiaries that are not wholly owned, an income statement item is created that is termed it's non-controlling. It's non-controlling interest or minority share of earnings. I don't know why I used this one instead. What about gain from sale of subsidiary? Probably not. I don't know why I used the old term. Which of the following will not affect retained earnings? I'm pretty sure. No. Adjustment. Payment. Okay, the payment of a cash dividend is B. It's got to be B because it's not the payment that affects it. It's the declaration of it. Okay. Oh, math question. Oh, another math question. Math. Which of the following items on the income statement is not disclosed net of tax? Gosh dang, I hate this question. Where does it talk about that? Okay. So this one's not the answer, this one's not the answer. How about this one? Dang it. Where's the taxing thing? What's the other options? Unusual or infrequent items. Did it talk about this? It says unusual or infrequent items should be removed net after tax. Wait. These items are shown with normal recurring revenues and expenses and gains and losses. If material, they will be disclosed separately before tax. Well, that would mean A is the answer. Gosh dang it. What about the change in accounting principle? It seems as if A is the answer. I don't even see where they talk about that. Okay. It's got to be A. It's got to be A. Okay, we have 4 math questions. Actually, no, one of them is not a math question. Let's just go back to this. The results of operations of the segment will be reported in conjunction with the gain or loss on disposal. I believe that is correct. Let me just look at it again. Yep, that is exactly right. C is right. Okay, now we have 3 math questions. Come on. We have 17 minutes left. Okay. They have this many shares of common stock with a par value of $5. Additional paid-in capital totals this much, and retained earnings is this much. The directors declare a 10% stock dividend when the market value. Okay. If they have a 10% stock dividend, that means that every person will increase the number of stocks by 10%. Isn't that how it works? So the entirety of the stocks will be increased by... Oh, guess what? The reduction of retained earnings. I don't think it affects retained earnings. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It leaves stockholders' equity and each owner's share of stockholders' equity unchanged. No, I think it does change retained earnings. Never mind. Crap. Ugh. Okay, how do you do it? If the board declares a 10% stock dividend, an owner holding 1,000 shares would receive an additional 100 shares of stock. So you remove the fair market value of the stock at the date of declaration from retained earnings and transfer it to paid-in capital. Okay, so you multiply the par value of the stock by the number of additional shares. Okay, so currently there's 1 million shares. So 1.1 times 1,000,000. Wait, I'm stupid. 0.1 times 1,000,000. So 100,000 additional shares. You multiply the par value by the number of additional shares. So you just do 5 times 100,000. 500,000. Okay, B. I have 14 minutes left to answer 2 questions. Andromeda Industries had 300,000 shares of common stock with a $3 par value and retained earnings of 180,000. And then the stock was split 3-for-1 stock split. Stock split, okay. And in 2010, earnings per share was this much. Which of the following would not result from the stock split? Earnings per share, retained earnings. So the stock split increases the number of shares of stock. It does not change retained earnings or paid-in capital. Guess what, folks? A stock split where did I see that again? Crap. The stock split does not change retained earnings. It doesn't. So that means D is the answer because it's not going to result. Nice. And then I get it wrong. Okay, one last question is this one. If investor company, how many minutes left? 12. If investor company owns 20% of the stock of investee company and investee company reports profits of this much. Okay, that's easy. All you have to do is 20% of 100,000. That's very simple. I don't know why. Okay. Oh man. I think that was okay. That felt like an easy quiz. But let's see what my grade is. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. No, how is this wrong? Did the par value change or what? Come on. Dang it. Dang it. Come on. You've got to be kidding me. It doesn't say the correct answer. An owner, the accounting for stock dividends removes fair market value of the stock from retained earnings and transfer it to paid-in capital. Multiply the par value of the stock by the number of additional shares. The number of additional shares is 100,000. And if you multiply that by 5, it's 500,000. I don't get how that's wrong. Come on. I'm not done yet. I have to do the homework assignment. Come on. Now what's my grade in the class? It went down only by 2%. It's kind of interesting. I don't know how. I thought it would go down by more. I don't get why that was wrong. Man. Alright, now I have to do this. So, my optimistic estimate of how long it would take me to do the homework assignments today was 5 hours. It's almost 5 hours. But it's probably going to take me a little bit longer to do this assignment. So it says prepare a multiple step income statement. Okay, I'm going to look at the example of multiple step income. I just ripped the page down. Net revenue. They like to have. Okay. Net revenue / sales. Sales. I'm going to do 4 tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So sales is at here. 131,000. Why is it double spaced? Or remove space after parent? Is there a space or is it just double spaced? I think 1.15 is the default spacing, right? There's still a stinking space, dude. Come on. Yeah. Okay, sales minus cost of sales or cost of goods sold. Um, 70,000 gross margin. I thought it was gross profit. I'm gonna say gross profit because I don't care. I'll look at this. Actually, you know what? Let's look at this example. I like this one. Okay, gross profit is 131,000 minus $70. 61,000. Save. Subtract other operating revenue. Operating expenses, selling expenses, and general expenses. Okay. What about selling expenses? Oh, selling expenses. Selling expenses. 7,000. General expense. $8,000. Operating income. Oh yeah, I'm assuming you have to put those. Do you put those in parentheses? No. If you have an expense, don't even put that in parentheses. Because they put cost of sales right there. The only thing they put in the parentheses is like gains, losses, and blah 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 blah. It's so far away. I wish there were lines. They should have lines so you can see where the numbers are. They're so far away. On this income statement, they do have a parentheses right there. Are you kidding me? I don't freaking care, dude. I don't freaking care. Operating income is equal to 61,000 minus 7,000 minus 8,000. 46,000. And then you do other income and other expenses. Other income is... It's too hard to see, dude. Why don't they put lines in so you can actually see where all this stuff is? Other income, 9,000. Other expense. Other income, other expense, 11,000. Okay. You have to put infrequent. Do they have any unusual or infrequent items or equity in earnings of non-consolidated subsidiaries? And then, okay. Flood loss. Flood loss. Okay, would flood loss be considered to be... And why the heck do they make you calculate the tax? Okay. Other expense, other income, other expense, retained earnings, sales, other expense. The problem is flood loss. So for some reason, I don't know the difference between an unusual or an infrequent item and an extraordinary gain loss. I would assume a flood is an extraordinary. So they give examples of unusual and infrequent items. They say such items as gain on sale of securities, write-downs of receivables, write-downs of inventory. And then for extraordinary ones, they say they are material events and transactions distinguished by their unusual nature and by their infrequency of their occurrence. Guess what? That's what the exact same thing he said for unusual and infrequent items. Here are the examples they include: a major casualty, such as a fire, prohibition under a newly enacted law, or an expropriation. Man, I'm just confused. What's the difference between an unusual or infrequent item and an extraordinary item? I think the difference is that one of them is counted as part of the operations, and one of them is counted as not. part of the operations. Or something with flood is probably not, so we're gonna go net income from operations. Oh, but we need taxes still. They don't tell you what the tax is, but they tell you to calculate it. Oh. Income before taxes. Okay, so income before taxes. Okay, so you do operating income plus other income minus other expense. And you got 44,000. Income taxes related to operations. Oh, I hate my life now. I have to shift them all over. Okay, income taxes related to operations. They say that the 50% tax rate. Do you just take 50% of this? So they want you to give a 50% tax rate. So that's 22,000. That's just of that number there. Net income from operations, 22,000. And then the only thing missing is flood loss. Extraordinary gain loss. Flood loss. Flood loss pre-tax. And also Extraordinary gain loss less applicable income taxes. Okay. How the heck do you calculate the tax? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't get this. This example statement that they give, it has income before income tax expense, income tax expense, income before non-controlling interest and extraordinary item, non-controlling interests, net income before extraordinary item, net of income tax expense, and non-controlling interest. How do you do this? I don't get it. How? How do you calculate what the actual number is? How? It doesn't explain it. Gosh dang it. How do you factor in the tax? Also, here's something I don't understand. How the heck do you have a tax on a negative income? Like this one income statement, they have negative 11,000. And then they still had to pay taxes. So what? Like if you lose money, you still have to pay taxes. Well, I guess that makes sense, but I don't know. But here's the question. How? Come on. How to apply income tax to extraordinary items. Lag is lag. Extraordinary. Okay, but if you lose money, you still have to pay a tax. Multiply your company's income tax rate by the amount of your extraordinary gain or loss to determine the taxes you owe on a gain or the tax benefit you receive from a loss. For example, assume your small business. What if you suffer a $10,000 extraordinary loss from lightning damage? Multiply 35% by the number to get a $3,500 tax savings as a result of the loss. Okay, I guess it makes sense. It makes much more sense to do it like that. So if you have flood loss, I'm going to write flood loss, and then I'm going to calculate the actual loss. Or I'm going to calculate the tax. So basically, the tax rate is 50%. So that means that instead of losing $12,000, you lose $6,000. So $6,000. And then, what do they call it after that? Net income? The boom. Net income. So it's 22,000 minus 6,000. I'm stupid. It's 16,000. But I'm going to double check on my calculator. So. Alright, finally. Jeez, that took forever. Alright. No. How dare you? How dare you? I... Oh, oh no. I don't freaking care, dude. Okay. What? Okay. Alright. I think I got it. Now we're going to do two EPS. EPS. Alright, how to do this basic EPS. They actually tell you the exact way to calculate EPS. I think wait, did he just straight up give you the answer to the question? Wait. EPS is calculated by doing net income divided by outstanding shares of common stock. Net income divided by outstanding shares of common stock equals 16,000 divided by the common stock. Where's the number? I don't think they gave you. Hello? They didn't give you the number of outstanding shares. They gave you the dividends declared. They gave you retained earnings. Hello? The basic EPS equals this. The basic EPS consists of the EPS before an extraordinary item minus the EPS extraordinary item. Hello! They didn't tell you the number of shares outstanding. I'm stupid. Okay. Oh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay. EPS. EPS. He says EPS before extraordinary item. So it's the net income before extraordinary item. So 22,000 divided by 5,000 equals 4.4. EPS the earnings per share of extraordinary. Wait, how do they show this on here? What do they mean by diluted? What is diluted loss? What does the word diluted mean? They never say the word diluted in this entire chapter. Oh, oh. Do you include the tax? You should. 6,000 divided by 5,000. $1.2. Basic EPS equals 4.4 minus 1.2. 3.2. Thank freaking God I got the right answer. Okay. I'm so glad he gave us the right answer. And he gave us a hint on how to do the question. Because otherwise I would not have been able to do it. Alright, I think I'm good. That was kind of easy. It was a little bit... Wait, I guess you need earnings per share at the bottom. So earnings per share. Does the earnings per share include the extraordinary stuff? God. Okay. What do you mean by diluted? They never mention the word diluted in the text. Oh. I hate that they have the word diluted and I don't know what it means. And in the example that they provide, they just give you earnings per share, and I don't know which earnings per share is supposed to be. But if you do 16,000 divided by 5,000, you end up with 3.2. Okay, well. Epic, 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 epic. Anyways, I think I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I am done. I am done. I'm going to turn it and then stop the timer. I got one question wrong on the quiz, but I don't know why I got it wrong. I literally don't know why. It's kind of like the first quiz we did where I still don't know why I got that one question wrong. Upload. I'm going to double check to see. You can easily see what it looks like. So we're done. Wow! It's a miracle. I finished my homework in 5 hours and 27 minutes. And my optimistic estimate was 5 hours. So actually, that's not bad. And the only things we have due, all the way until Friday, the only things we have due in between now and Friday is whatever my accounting professor assigns. So,